Hello Aquarius, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot for your weekly reading for the week of February 7th. We're going to be pulling a bunch of cards here for Aquarius to get an idea of your general energies going into this week, as well as any hopes, fears, expectations, challenges, and then also a little bit of advice on how to overcome those challenges, Aquarius. So here for your first card for your general energy going into this week, we have the King of Cups card here, which is pretty positive to see. This is a good start to your reading here. So you're feeling like really emotionally secure about a place that you're in right now. I think that you've just found like emotional abundance right now, Aquarius. I think that like you kind of like championed through some sort of situation. You've like mastered some sort of like relationship situation. But let's go ahead and clarify a little bit more. Here with your challenge for this next week, we have the 8 of Pentacles card. So I can see you as just being in a really emotionally secure position right now, but you're having like a hard time maybe putting in the work on something new. It can be like there's so many areas of our life, right? Between like friends, family, work, school. And I think that right now, like maybe you've mastered like your own I don't know, like emotional willpower or something, Aquarius, but you're having a hard time like getting started on like putting in like the difficult work on some new thing, because you feel like, okay, I've put in so much work on like honing my own skills and abilities, or honing like my own like emotional fortitude. So now you're having a hard time like, okay, now I have to put in my work on something else. So just like a little bit of apprehension about getting started on a new project here. Here in your area of the recent past, we have the Temperance card, and in the future, we have the Swords card. So here with your Temperance card, you've really found like emotional mastery. I think that maybe you've been like dealing with a difficult home situation right now. It's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting here, Aquarius, and you've been able to like successfully navigate that situation. So now you're feeling as though you kind of need a rest right now with the 4 of Swords card here, all about like rest and reprieve. So I'm kind of seeing a situation where there's an Aquarius who's really, I don't know, just like really championed over some like difficult emotional situation. If you've been like really at odds with family recently, I think that you've been able to handle that masterfully, and you feel as though like, okay, I've made it through like this great challenge, so you should have like all this energy to confront something new, but you really don't. I think that this is telling you, okay, you've overcome this huge challenge, so now let's just like take a break. Like don't reinvest the energy into something new that can kind of like, I don't know, throw you off. Yeah, here in your area of above, we have the Strength card, and then below we have the 6 of Swords. So a little interesting. I'm definitely seeing like almost like a family issue here for you, Aquarius. But you're handling this issue with a lot of strength here, with the Strength card, obviously. So you've kind of become like the master of dealing with the situation. And with the Strength card, we have like the little rabbit here who is holding strength over this like really ferocious lion. And in the original card, it's also like this woman who is like kind of like holding the lion's head. And I think that it's you know, strength doesn't have to come through like killing people or like beating people all the time. Strength can come through like understanding, especially with this Temperance card. So you've kind of overcome some difficult challenge with family recently, Aquarius, where you've just had to like, I don't know, not like vanquish your family or something, or not like completely stifle them and put them down, but you've had to like find like a better way to overcome whatever situation this was. But here in your area below, we have the 6 of Swords card. So there could still be like a little bit of baggage that you're kind of carrying out of this situation. I'd just be like a little bit wary of that. And I'd be wary about carrying that baggage for too long, that emotional weight, especially kind of like, I don't know, just being bogged down in this situation for too long. In your area of the future, we have the 4 of Swords card. So this is telling you, look, take a break. Like you've been through the challenge. Let's just like take it easy. There's no reason to keep it going at like 100% all the time. In your area of advice here, we have the 4 of Wands card. So definitely finding that place where you feel secure right now, Aquarius. If you are having family difficulties, for instance, like go find friends who you can build something new with, or go find like a beautiful relationship that you can start something new with. Here with your area of external factors, though, we have the 3 of Swords card. So definitely you feeling I mean, like, this is a card of heartbreak, right? And I don't think that this has to do with like heartbreak from like a loved one or something. It has more to do with like family here. So I think that you're like standing at the edge right now. If you continue to invest too much energy into the situation, you're going to get bitten here with these Three of Swords card. And then also here with your hopes and fears, we have the Devil card, and then with your outcome, we have the Magician. So definitely, I mean, here with the hopes and fears, the Devil card is all about, it's not like being forced into a situation. It's about allowing yourself to stay in a toxic situation. Like these two rabbits here, and especially on like the regular card, you can tell that the chains around their neck are very loose, so they could easily take these chains off. It's about having some sort of vice that you're feeding into. The devil isn't something like external that's like bearing down on you. It's something that you're contributing to. So you have the strength right now, you have the power to step away from the situation. If you're dealing with toxic family members, you obviously have already exhibited, you have like the emotional strength to overcome the situation, to make the decision to take a step back. So this is telling you to just like really take that step back. Find somebody here with the Four of Wands card instead. Like you can like have some like really good friend or somebody who you can stay with for a while to get out of that negative situation. And here's your outcome. We have the Magician card. First time this has popped up in quite a while, which is really, I say that that's a good sign. It's really positive to see. I think that you have everything is like in place for you right now. You have all the tools at your disposal to get started on something new. You just really need to find a way to navigate yourself out of this situation, Aquarius. But I feel pretty confident that you will over these this next week or these next couple weeks. So Aquarius, here at the end of your reading, we're going to pull 3 cards for the 3 questions. So if you want to pause the video and think of 3 yes, no, or maybe questions, we're going to pull 3 cards for those. So we're going to pull 1, 2, and 3. So here for your first question here, Aquarius, I have a definite yes. For your second question, I have a no. And for your last question here, I also have a no, Aquarius. So Aquarius, if this reading has resonated with you, please check out your sun, moon, and rising to get a better picture of what's going on for you. Also, please subscribe down below, like this video, and next week we're going to be reintroducing at least one rabbit here to be part of the readings again, like what we were doing before. So thank you so much for joining us, Aquarius, and we'll see you next week.